It's so interesting. During this time of the year, it's usually about, which we just did a show on this, you guys, but budgeting for your Christmas gifts and what you're going to buy people and gift lists and all this stuff, which is so great and so fun. But ultimately, when you're thinking about the holiday season, what is going to give you the most joy is going to be giving, because giving is the most fun you can have with money. Because when you think about this, all we're talking about on the show mostly is getting you guys in a place financially where you're not stressed, where you're not freaked out, and you're in control, right? You're living on a plan, you're getting out of debt, you're funding retirement, you're doing all these incredible things, because ultimately I want you to live and give like no one else, because I want you to be able to win with money. But there's only so much that money's going to buy, right? So when you get down to this place and you're winning financially, I want you to get some stuff, have some fun with money, absolutely. But there's only so much stuff that you can continue to buy. Even if you had, $5 million right now, and I just gave it to you, yeah, you can have some fun with it. Like, it's great. But after a while, it's just like, okay, you just keep accumulating stuff. And that's not my goal for you. One of my big goals is for you to live and give like no one else, because giving changes you. Giving moves you on the spectrum of being selfish to selfless. And I'm telling you, when you live your life in the perspective of being selfless, of what you can do for other people, the happiness and the joy that comes with that is unparalleled. Like, it changes who you are. It changes your life. And it can be really hard to have that perspective, if you will, because our culture tells us the opposite, right? Our culture is all about me, like my happiness, my job, my life. And I want you to fight against that. And I want you to start saying, you know what? Life isn't always about me. It's about other people. That is where joy is going to be. There was a recent study done that showed that you only have momentary happiness when you are the recipient of a good deed, but you have long-term happiness when you are the giver. And this is key, because I don't want you to miss out on that. When you are giving, that is where the joy comes in. And I don't want you to miss out on that joy no matter where you are in the process. That's why I always talk about you need to be giving no matter what baby step you are on. And in my book, Love Your Life, Not Theirs, I talk about giving a little until you can give a lot. You want to start that habit early on, because money is like a magnifying glass. It makes you more of what you already are. So if you're a jerk, and you win financially, you get a lot of money, you're going to just be a huge jerk. But if you're the opposite of that and you are a giver and you're selfless and you help people, that is what's going to be magnified when you get more money. John D. Rockefeller has one of my favorite quotes of all time. He said, I never would have been able to tithe, which is giving 10% of your money away. I never would have been able to tithe the first $1 million I ever made if I did not tithe my first salary, which was $1.50 a week. And I love that. So you guys, start where you are. Make this a habit in your life. Again, give a little until you can give a lot. And there's a lot that you can give, right? You can give your money, like we've been talking about. You can give your time. I know for me, one of the biggest gifts as a new mom was having friends and family come over, and they would make meals. And then some of my friends would come and they would just like hold Amelia or Caroline, and I would go take a nap. Like, there's just something about people giving their time, because time is, I would say, even more precious than money these days. And for people to be there and to volunteer somewhere. I mean, giving your time, it's very difficult, especially if you're in a busy season, but the outcome of what you're going to receive in that is just immense. You can also give your talents. I've had some really cool opportunities to see my friends do this. Like, one of them's a photographer, and she took Christmas pictures with families that were underprivileged. Like, they didn't have a lot of money to go, buy this package for a photographer to get a Christmas card. And she went and did it for free for 2 full days. I have another friend who's a hair and makeup artist, and she would go into homeless shelters 3 times a year and give makeovers to the women there. I'm like, that is just so cool, having that talent that you have and being able to give that away. And another thing that I personally love about giving is that it can be creative, right? You can really think outside the box. And when you find something that is in your heart that you love, whether it's a cause or something going on in the world that you just feel this this need for, dig into that. Seriously, Google it. Figure out whether it's building wells in Africa or, fostering kids or sex trafficking, all these things going on in our world, and able to partner with organizations and help fund that with your money, but also your time. is one of the greatest gifts ever. It is so, so fun, you guys.